Hey tribe, welcome back. So let's check in what's happening next week and a half with you all. And as usual, pile number one, sorry I can't speak already, is on your left, 2 in the middle, 3 on your right, and I'm going to see you all in the timestamps. Hey group number 1, let's see what is up with you a week and a half from now. 7 to 10 days. I'm also going to be pulling from a couple of other decks and we're going to be reading these cards all together, okay? What is your main theme about the self? I'm going to put it right up here. What is the happy spot, happy place, happy event? Not okay, so these two connect straight away. First thing first, next week we're gonna have pile number 1 is learning how not to overthink, not to make something bigger of a deal than it actually has to be, because you have the 8 of air, which is 8 of swords over here. And the projection card says, triggers made statement, my mind does not rest. So what you're learning here, you may want to include Juniper in your everyday practices. I listen to my higher self. Look at each story that repeats itself in your mind as a stranger would. Ask yourself, is this true? So what we're not doing next week and a half, we're not overthinking, or we are finding ways how to deal with oneself once we start doing so. We take a step back and we say, okay, it's not as bad as I make it to be. Some thoughts are not me, right? Some of the thoughts that I might be thinking, let it fly past. It's okay. Some of you will be diving deeper into meditative practices. Others of you are gonna be kind of like training the self how not to be so self-judgmental. Let's continue. You have Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. We have Caterpillar, things will not always be this way, change is coming. And we have the Rainbow, most difficult part of a situation is over. So there is a light at the end of a tunnel connected to one particular situation here. Let's see what this is about. And I'm going to be using the Triple Goddess Tarot. Okay, let's see. Someone is behaving stupidly. What is this about? Okay, I see. So there might be a situation that you've recently encountered or you will be encountering in the coming days connected to specifically a female in your life who might either tell your secret to someone or who may have talked behind your back. I don't really like this energy, because it feels like this is not the first time that this person is dealing with a situation like that when they're being caught acting, behaving stupidly, silly. This is their own personal lesson, okay? This is their own, it's part of a karmic cycle of theirs that I'm picking up, that they need to stop somehow intervening in other people's lives or talking about someone behind their back. And it's not to say that they have to be super harsh behind the back, just overall talking about people's business to other people when they're not around. And I think a relationship with this person is changing for you next week and a half. Yeah, this person is gonna see the situation from a slightly different perspective, and they will have to face themselves. So it's kind of working out for the better here, because someone is going to actually tell them what they're doing is not okay, or they should have approached the situation differently. and they are learning from the situation. I don't feel like this is gonna be someone who's like that forever. This person is just learning. So I would say your advice is take it easy. Okay, take it easy if you can. Talk about a concept of a family of friends, family, blood family, right? How do we act with one another? What we can do for one another? Giving maybe examples and letting this person know that what he did wasn't what a family, true family, loving family member would do. Now, for some of you, maybe this is your karmic lesson, right? Maybe you don't even notice sometimes that you talk about someone else's business to someone, and maybe they're going to have a connection. It's going to come back to bite someone in the ass. So I would stay away from any gossip or drama next week and a half, and it feels very kind of like silly. It's a silly situation, but it's something that someone has to learn in this lifetime. How can I change my behavior? How can I reflect? It's repeating itself. I need to stop doing so. And approach people with compassion and love and see situations from a higher perspective. Even if I didn't mean to gossip about someone, but maybe said something that was too personal to the other person, and they wouldn't want me to talk about that, right? And I never thought it's a big deal. That kind of a situation. All right. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Things will not always be this way. Let's see. What is this change about? Oh, definitely a change is coming. Empress is reversed, and I feel like I want to keep it reversed. Change is coming. I'm just clarifying some things here. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. A change is coming in your relationship here. If you felt that you didn't have enough patience for someone, or you constantly had to have your armor on in front of the other person, a change is definitely coming for this relationship. For some of you, there's someone new who's going to be approaching you. Someone who's more suitable to you as a friend or lover, whatever the case. Others of you, I'm seeing a separation happening here where someone wants to protect their energy because anytime they're around this person, they feel a bit disconnected intuitively, disconnected from the self completely. Maybe something is lagging in their life and they go, I don't know, like I'm trying so hard, but things are not moving. And what your cards want to say is that something within that connection might have been impacting you so that you don't see maybe the progress in your life. But this is going to take you on this path of self-reflection over here, where you will want to understand the situation from a deeper standpoint. Why am I not feeling as inspired? Why am I not feeling as active? Why am I not feeling... And it could be someone who's not super close to you, but someone's energy might have been impacting yours. And next week, it's shifting. It feels like you're being released from it. You're being released from shackles, ropes, energetic cords, whatever the case, whatever you've been dealing with recently. And how you're going to be released? Through communication. Are they going to hear from them? Or you will call them up, let them know something that is important. For the peace of mind. See, I'm gonna say this for my peace of mind. So if you had any issue with anyone in your personal relationships, it feels like it is changing for the better here. It is changing for the better, definitely. And again, even the Queen here, she is writing something down in the notepad in her diary. It's only through communication next week we're gonna have that we can find peace. I hope this made sense. For someone, this is really, really important. Okay, the most difficult part of the situation is over. It feels like next week we're gonna have, may feel like a relief for you, especially if you've been dealing with too much in your head, you know, negative thoughts or just overthought situations. The most difficult part of the situation is over. What is this about? I'm also gonna be using the Steampunk Keeper deck with me. We have something false and a 7 of Swords here. What is this about? And the theft. Listen, the first thing that I heard with this, I'm not lying to myself anymore, and I'm not allowing anyone to trick me, take from me, treat me like a piece of shite. And that's how I'm raising up. That's how I'm growing. So it feels like your actions are shifting. How you see yourself, your perception on yourself is shifting. You're not allowing someone to take your energy. You're not allowing someone to speak to you in certain way. You're not allowing for your peace to be disturbed. And therefore, the most difficult part of the situation is over. This reminds me of someone who might be going through divorce and someone wants to take what doesn't belong to them. This reminds me of someone who has been dealing with a cheater, a liar, or deception in general. And they're saying, okay, I'm putting a full stop on this situation. No more. This might be a situation where someone was, I just want to say that, maybe for one of you out there, signed up for a course, or there was some sort of a person who acts like a guru or like a good example for everyone else, but truly they're not working from their heart. They want to take from people. They show up as a good example, right? They try to show up as a really good example, like a master, a guru, whatever, or a really good boss, at first. But then the moment you start working with them, you feel the energy is off and you go, oh, I don't really like what this person said about that. I don't really like how they act. And it feels like you're getting out of the situation. No more taking from me. I can grow and find love on my own. I don't need someone to trick me into it. This is something very personal, okay? It's someone watching, so definitely not for all of you. But I hope that this made sense, pile number 1. If you need more content, find me on Patreon, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey group 2, let's see what is up with you next week. We're gonna have, and I'm gonna start with let's start with a self-care deck, as I like to call it. Let's see, what is the theme like next week we're gonna have? What is the theme like? Okay, to anyone who has had trust issues, or who have become super independent to the point that it's unhealthy. I don't need anyone. I keep distance from people. Next week we're gonna have, that's the theme. We are trying to find balance between, yes, I can walk with you, but then I can take a break from you, go to my home, close the door, recharge, and I'm gonna join you again in this walk of life, and completely shutting your heart off. It feels like someone was very hurt in the past and they're still learning how to trust. how to trust in relationships. And your cards are saying the Star and the Comfort card. What about if we have made some plans together with the Star card instead of keeping each other at a 10-meter distance? Now, it goes for any relationship here. Could be family, friendship, or romantic relationships. Someone is learning how to trust. I also want to say there will be a situation where someone will show you how trustworthy they are. And you're going to catch yourself like going, damn, this person is actually really nice. This person did something that was wonderful, that was beautiful, that was warm to my heart. Let's see what we got here. We have clouds, temporary problems, plenty of material things, and temporary situations. So temporary problems, temporary situation, right? Let's pull more cards. I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Angels, and let's start clarifying. Okay, I'm clarifying the clouds first. So we have the Five of Wands reversed, there are going to be temporary issues when getting what you want. So for example, if you had a certain goal, certain project that you're working on, there might be an issue that you have to resolve. For example, if something needs more time, or there is a lag, or something doesn't go the way that you want it, but very quickly the energy changes, and we are putting all of those issues right in a bag and closing it up. It feels like one of your dreams, one of your wishes are coming true next week. We're going to have specifically connected to contracts, will it be spiritual or actual work contracts, okay? You're meeting someone halfway, you're getting what you want. For example, if you wanted to, I don't know, work in a certain field, and you're looking for a job, that is coming true. But something happens before that may trigger you a little bit. So you're still getting what you want, but something may not go exactly how you want it to go. Any advice on that? Trust the contracts that you will be signing, and the contracts that you have signed, they will be honored, okay? Feels like you're blessed in that area of your life. Okay, plenty of material things, bowl. Let's see. What is about the bowl? What can we know about that? Plenty of material things. Oh. You might be dealing with someone who works too hard, or you yourself, you work too hard and you don't have enough time to spend with your loved ones or with your family. So the bowl is saying, yes, we can have plenty of material things, but please watch your health and nurture your personal relationships. Someone is a workaholic here, and they are very, very blinded to what they're not giving enough their time to. This feels like I was walking. I was being strong all of this time. What I didn't see is some of my bad habits. Yes, I care about my safety. Yes, finances are important. But I wasn't honoring someone who needed help, emotional support, or attention. So let me go back to basics. Or maybe that's you, who wasn't honoring your own emotional needs. I'm so strong, I'm capable, I'm doing all of these things, but at the end of the day, am I truly living, or am I living at work? Or living for the material things, right? Only. So next week, we're gonna have someone who's trying to make more memories instead of going in that, I'm seeing a little mouse in a wheel. That's not healthy for me, I recognize that. Okay, let me get back to basics. it's the material things, the finances, it won't run away, I'm hearing. You can work, but maybe look at your schedule. Is the balance off? How much time you're spending at home or with people that you love, and how much time you're spending doing all the things that you have to do. So getting a better schedule here would work out, or having your priorities straight, working smarter, not harder, is the way to go for you next week. You're gonna have. Let's look at the 10th. What is this temporary situation? You're very work focused, my people here. Bottom of the deck. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. Not much left for you guys to work in order to have the life that you want. Next week, something will happen where you will see very fast progress. As if your work is being blessed, but please make sure that you have a good balance between meeting the people that you love, right? And truly spending time with one another and working your ass off. It feels like, I don't know if it's only 7 to 10 days from now here, it feels can be a couple of months ahead. The lucky period of time when it comes to your work is coming. It hasn't started just yet. Your fortune hasn't approached you just yet. Expect it happening up to 3 months from whenever you're watching this video. If you had any financial issues, they are being sorted out. You're not struggling that much. You're seeing improvements. Okay. Someone's gonna have to make a choice here. Let me see what this is about. What do I do with this relationship with a family member? Something unexpected is happening with someone's mother in particular, I'm getting here, or with a female in the family. What is this? Again, it's the same story. Someone is juggling too hard to the point when they feel anxious, and someone has to talk to someone else about it. Could be a therapist, could be a friend, could be a family member. Your whole reading is about either what kind of heritage am I leaving after myself? Right? I need to hustle more. Or your actual emotional and mental health. And your cards are asking you to focus on what you need long term. You will need your health long term, right? So please cherish that. You have your friends and family who help you out at any time. Cherish those relationships. Someone is making a choice here. What do I do about this situation? What do I do about work, or what do I do about this heritage? Do I stay in this job? Do I leave that job? I have another opportunity. Should I take it? I'm not sure. But I'm seeing that someone's going to be given a really good advice from specifically a female in their life. They have enough knowledge, enough wisdom, also intuition to advise you wisely and honestly. Anything else? Pile number 2. Home. You may want to invest a bit more time next week. We're gonna have into your home. Someone could even do some sort of renovations, or think about renovations or changing something within their household. And it's gonna be something unique here. Either you bring in a very unique vase into your home, or you're actually doing renovations. You wanna have it your way, the way that it represents you. So I hope this made sense, pile number 2. If you need more content, find me on Patreon, and until the next time, bye. Hey, pile number 3, let's see what is up with you next week. I'm gonna pull from the Lisa Powers deck first. What is going to be your focus point? What are you focusing on when it comes to the self? Trigger statement says I have no choice. True statement says I create my day, my life. It is time to play. Do something different today to shift your routine. Okay, let's pull one more. Freedom. You are free to choose next week. We're gonna have that might be a reminder that someone needs. And we have the 10 of fire, which is a 10 of wands. But in this deck, it's very different from a regular deck. This guy seems very happy that he has left the shore. Living the best life. It feels like whatever difficulties this guy had, left it right at the shore. He's having the best time. Freedom. It connects very well to freedom here. So, it feels like some of you are going to be looking through either your responsibilities or some difficulties you may be having recently, and you're telling yourself, I have a choice. Either I can stay with that burden that I'm carrying, or I can take a break, or I can completely change my environment or change the way that I'm living and start creating my world how I want it to be. I am the captain of a ship and I'm calling the shots here. So that's what kind of energy we have for you. But let's see what the tea leaf says. We have parrot. Someone will gossip about your secrets. We have eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. And we have basket. Recognition, reward for merit. Okay, let's get clarifying here. Why is the parrot here? What is this gossip about? What is this gossip about? Okay, so there's a bit of jealousy here. I'm not seeing any drama at all about this gossip. This could be someone that you work with. Overall, this person is very jealous of what you have, either work-wise or home-wise. The house that you have, or how you show up in your workplace, what kind of job do you have, etc., etc. This is someone who's lacking quite a lot in their life, and they think, you know, just by talking maybe down on other person, but they're gonna keep it secret here with the moon. They're gonna make themselves feel better. This is someone who has to reflect on their ego, why this is happening, right? Why am I overdoing this? Because ego is a good thing. We have it for a reason. But in this situation, it feels like someone is pushing it too much. So next week we're gonna have, if you don't trust someone, I would say don't talk to them about your personal things, okay? Keep your energy protected, at peace, but don't be paranoid. This is someone who is trying to get something monetary-wise, job-wise, material-wise, overall. But it's not happening for them, but it's happening for you, and it happened for you. They're going through some sort of shit in their life. Could be a relationship situation, could be a decision that they have to make that is very difficult, and it's just like they are not in tune with our heart at this moment. They may be going for a separation, or they separated with something that is material, right? A job, a house, whatever the case. So your advice is keep your cards to your chest only when you're surrounded by someone who feels off to you or you don't know very well, and Don't talk about your personal things too much if you don't want them to be talked about behind your back. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Let's look. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Oh yeah, definitely triumph. You're celebrating life next week. We're gonna have you're celebrating a new phase in your life, a new start, or you're celebrating your courage. Oh yeah, I did it, and it worked out for the best for me. I wasn't afraid to take that step, and it worked out for the best for me. So there might be a get-together, a celebration, a party here that you are attending, either with friends in your personal life or with your colleagues. We're definitely starting a new chapter here. And you're pretty excited about what's happening in your life. What is this about? Could be connected, connected to a relationship. Let's see. What is this about? What are you winning at? Again, we have older man, so this might be about a relationship with someone. Someone may be proposed to or just have proposed to, and people want to celebrate that. With the Ace of Cups, or someone is in a new relationship and other people are really excited about this partnership because you were wishing this person well and they wanted them to be happy, and someone is making them happy for sure. Okay, I want to talk about basket, recognition, reward for merit. In what way? We have courthouse, we have yearning and abroad. If you work in legal field, you are definitely getting recognized for your work, for good work, really good relationships with clients. People talk really nicely about you, about your work, you as a professional. Would it be legal field or anything to do with formalities? Okay, when people come to you for help, I need this filled, or I need this stamp from you, or whatever the case. Now, yearning and abroad, this feels like someone is being given an opportunity to travel, but this feels like leisure because they deserve it. You get in some sort of reward to change the environment and to put your feet up. So we say someone may propose a trip to you. Someone may let you know about, I don't know, a sale of tickets, or last minute deals or something like that, where you're accessing a time off and time to truly enjoy yourself. If you already have that trip planned, no. This is for a couple of you. During that trip, you may meet someone, if you're not in partnership already, who would be a good potential partner. Or someone wants to go with a partner on this trip and deepen their connection. Maybe someone is getting proposed to on a trip. That could be a thing too. I hope I haven't ruined any surprises here. But that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Let's see. Is there anything else that needs to be paid attention to for your own higher good next week we can have? Where should your focus lie for your own benefit? Where should your focus lie for your own benefit? Anyone who's either less knowledgeable or experienced than you. Doesn't have to be an actual little child, okay? It could be, if you have children, your focus could be a little bit more about them, maybe having a quality time together, or taking them somewhere they've never been, or to a new experience, somehow entertaining them, but also the brain, okay? Working on the brain. I don't know why I'm seeing this. Others of you, you may get a really good advice from, or a message that feels like a download from a younger person. Say, for example, you're thinking about an issue in your head for the whole day, In the evening, you go to visit a friend and they have a child, and the child tells you something, and you go, shit, that was actually the answer to my question, and I feel like it's coming from somewhere. It's channeled. So feels like a very strong connection between you and the younger people, or one specific person next week we're gonna have. So I hope this made sense, pile number 3. If you need more content, find me on Patreon, and until the next time.